arms feel a little bit better now.
My arms were tired immediately. I lasted like maybe 3 laps, something like that. 3 laps maybe. And then I was just exhausted. I forget how exhausting racing motocross is. These jumps and whoops and turns and just constant movement really take it out of you. There's a lot of fast riders around this track. It's weird because you see a lot of beginners out there that have really horrible riding technique, but they're pretty quick around a track. Track adapted. You can adapt to a track. If you ride it long enough, they become track adapted, so they can launch themselves off of these jumps and get to where they're pretty quick around the track. But this kid in front of me right here is more my speed. He's got his little XR70, just ripping it up. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? And if you look at a lot of the really fast riders, they're all really, really thin, especially their arms, because they don't get arm pump that way. The more muscle you have in your arms, the worse you get arm pump. But as the day went on, I got so tired. I started getting more adapted to the track and started to get to where I could hit the jumps with a little bit more ease. But it really felt awkward for a long time because I've been riding around like a dang mountain man up in the hills, like a mountain goat. We'll see you later on in the video. There's a guy that does that section in a way that I have no idea what he's on, but one of the things he's on is a 450. A weird, what am I doing? Here, I'm just stopping over this jump apparently. I think I just got really tired. I mean, the amount of tired that I was feeling during most of this ride is something that only I know. I mean, like to be in my shoes during this ride, it was pretty painful. Oh, here's my competition I'm coming up on again. Boom, he's just on it. Finally I made the pass. I'm really impressed with that pass. I'm glad I could overtake a child like that. Here, let's hear what I have to say.
Oh God, I'm so old.
Okay, at this point I had rested up and I'm ready for round 2. I had been riding for roughly an hour at this point, so it had been a while. It felt like I'd been out there 10 hours. It's amazing how good you feel after you take like a 10-minute break. Like my arms were feeling good, like I just feel like the fastest guy out there when my arms are actually functioning. Looking at the footage and looking back at this, I probably should have just started doing all the jumps instead of slowing down, but I kind of didn't want to die, so there's that. Here, in that last whoop, I really messed up and like planted my front tire right in the bottom of it. What you didn't see was my left foot come off the peg and do like a half flying W. There I overtake that kid again. I taunt him after the race. I shoved him over. Yeah, I felt good. Right here I'm feeling good. So this is 1.5 laps in, and I'm looking back and I realize that's the guy that I passed. I'm like, oh, he's not like a pro, so I'm just gonna keep going. So basically I did like 3 days in a row, just like almost just fasting. It was almost like I was just drinking water. But I was having like celery and stuff like that. At work, I don't like to say that word, but at work, it started to get to me. I was getting really cranky, so I was like, I better quit this. I better at least give myself a little bit of carbs so I don't get enraged and all emotional. This site right here is what really terrifies me about racetracks. I've landed on like 5 people in my racing career, so you just kind of go for it, and it's a leap of faith. You never know what's back there, and there's nobody there. But still, I've landed on a lot of people. My arms are starting to give way again, so I think my arms are good for like 3 laps, and then we're going down. If I was actually going to race this track, I would do every single jump on this track pretty easily. This is my buddy. I just decided to follow him for a little bit to see kind of what he was doing, what his pace was. I pass him here. He's riding the 01 CR250, and this guy is a pro, and he's riding the KX450. This is the line I'm talking about. Like, what just happened? I don't even know what he just did. Made me look like a child. I think I have training wheels on. After I saw him do that, I just went ahead and put my training wheels on and put a 50cc motor in my bike and decided this is it. Like, that just made me a child. My left foot comes off the peg right here, and I was like, oh, here I stopped for a little breather. I'm waving my arms back and forth, making sure they're still attached. At some points, I didn't even know if my arms were still attached. I had to rub my hands together. And then at this point, I'm like, what the crap am I doing? Why did I line up on a gate with all these guys? I have no intention of getting a hole shot here. I just let everybody go. And because I really don't want to get landed on lining up on this gate, so I would just let them go. Because if you just keep riding, then you're the guy that's like getting in their way. We're ready to go have a triple cheeseburger. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next ride. See ya.
What? That's all she's got. That's all I've got. Oh man.